I am Sebastien, Seb, and it's a photographer. I am half of Sebastien and Louise, who isn't here. We've got a child who's 3, another on the way. I'm coming up to 40 in a year. When I was 18, I didn't much enjoy school. I didn't much enjoy university. I tried university. I lasted 6 months, and I said, it's not for me. I don't want to learn the processes of photography. I went and did a degree in photography. I just want to go off and see. And I left. I think I was 18, 19, and I realised that's what I wanted to do, travel. And we travelled all over the world, mainly in India. India was the one that caught my spirit, the diversity of it. And over the years, we started seeing the world change. And it got to a stage I wanted to see what was happening in England. I hadn't been back to this country. Seriously, I might come back for Christmas to see a family for a week or two, but my life was kind of more in Europe or Asia. So we wanted to come back to England and we wanted to travel. The first thing we did was we bought an old Royal Enfield motorbike and put a tent on the back, and we went off travelling around England with a tent. After 3 months, we thought it rains a lot. It's you sit there and you get used to the rain, and you end up kind of with all your waterproofs on, stirring a kind of casserole of whatever you can in the rain, and you think 3 months was our limit. Then we saw a map of the canal system. Oh, look at that. We can go everywhere. We can see cities.
How long ago was that moment?
This is 10 years ago. So it was a way to see this country and understand what was happening. In this effort, we were trying to find people that had kind of escaped from, can I even say mainstream or the popular way of living, and found alternative ways of living. And we realised how special this community was. It's a beautiful community. It's a lot of families, a lot of really good people, a lot of alternative thinkers. It's a lot of travellers. You speak to a lot of people here. And one lady, she set off 5 years ago to cycle around the world. It's got adventurous, intelligent, active people. This is the community we've been looking for. So we started a photo project of photographing the people. Nothing we ever do is fast. We're very slow, because we're working on 3 books at once, and we never knew which book would come. Fallen in love with this one. This happened to be the first, partly due to having children, partly due to the pandemic. And it's an important story. It's an important story of how are we going to live in the future, particularly if we're all, as a world, all the humans are going to have a decent life, at least a home and food that is nourishing. It took a long time in part because we wanted to capture the canal and the people in a way that was our own. We're using 1950s Rolleiflex cameras. We're still using negatives. So we'd get the contacts back and we'd look at them and say, okay, well, what shots do we like? Do we like the darker shots or the lighter shots? And slowly, at first I think we got about 3 shots back. We're like, okay, this is how we see it. It's trying to capture what we see in our own imaginations. That's how we see it. How do you capture that feeling so it can be represented and shown to an outside world?